And what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely.
What you're going to discover about modern women is that they genuinely hate males who commit to them. Age, operational sex ratio, and substantial variation in male resources are recognized by evolutionary experts as characteristics that exacerbate female rivalry. These are highlighted in relation to the intensified intrasexual struggle among young women in underprivileged areas for men and their resources. From an evolutionary standpoint, female violence is limited by the fact that mothers are more important to offspring survival than males are. Women have a lower tolerance for fear, which psychologically reflects the selection pressure. Though not yet clear, neuropsychological research indicates that women exhibit more amygdala sensitivity to dangerous stimuli, may be better able to exert prefrontal cortical control over emotional behavior, and may consciously register fear more strongly via anterior cingulate activation. It is also taken into account how testosterone and oxytocin affect the brain networks involved in emotion. Marriage is a wonderful, lovely thing for men and women. A nuclear family can be created through marriage, and it can also bring children into the picture all of a sudden. Things are fine, but the appropriate person must be involved. If somebody has told you guys, yeah, chase your success and that woman will stick by you and be a supporter, they should know that she won't always do that. These girls are going to treat you like a sucker, which is what will happen. This is why competition anxiety soars, and it also happens when competition anxiety soars. She will attempt to derail you from your course by being too anxious and insecure, which is frequently what she does. She will end the relationship and self-destruct anyway. Don't treat decent girls, good people, or girls who haven't been through hell and aren't acting like modern women badly when you do come across them. When it comes to men and relationships, there are 5 habits that some women may find annoying. These include ignoring emotional labor, being careless with domestic duties, disobeying consent, etc. The patriarchy and sexism are 2 major factors in the harsh treatment of males by many women. Our socialization strengthens gender stereotypes and a glass ceiling that many men don't even think exists. Because of our gender, we are frequently passed over for advancements, paid less than the average guy, and generally treated with less respect. Anyone could become enraged by it. Sexism is not limited to professional and educational settings. We also cope with it in our personal interactions. Yes, in the ones we pick, but also in the ones we reject. Therefore, when we learn early on that males are the enemy, it might be challenging to maintain a positive attitude towards them. A few men are the enemy, let's face it. Every woman who has ever walked to her car at night while holding her keys in her fist is aware of this. Not only is it unfair to good men, but it's also unfair to us. Being a decent man therefore involves being a good friend, a good father, a good employee, a good boss, a good neighbor, and a good citizen. It is neither a test nor a certification. Due to the potential for major disappointment in relationships, some women are quite critical of men. It's easy to get jaded, but is it right to hold good men responsible for the decisions made by other men? Obviously not. Even though we can't grasp our feelings, they may still be real, even if they lack reason. Someone may feel so badly deceived that they spread their feelings about the remainder of a group of individuals. Sounds recognizable? In this way, prejudice grows. The difficult reality is that each of us is accountable for the connections we select. Growth-oriented, mature people are capable of reflecting on their past relationships, expressing disappointment, and still taking responsibility for ignoring warning signs before joining the relationship. Someone who doesn't take responsibility for their own part in the relationship is more likely to make unjustified generalizations about all men, which isn't fair or right. But there is a reason why some women despise men. Nothing can stop a good man from acting honorably. Do you want to know the true cause of some women's anti-man feelings? Some individuals oppose everything. Haters are real. They lack maturity. They are not answerable. They attribute the outcomes of their lives to everyone else. They are so preoccupied with recording how they are treated that they fail to notice how horribly they treat others. Haters will hate you, as Taylor Swift warned us, and they actually do. Additionally, not all of them are female. However, there is a group of women who consistently put men down. Haters wouldn't exist in a perfect world. People would behave civilly and respectably, minding their own business. They would form judgments about someone based only on their character and take appropriate action. Our reality is not ideal, though. Think more about your character than your reputation, because the former reflects who you truly are and the latter is what people perceive you to be. The majority of people would like to think that in a relationship everything is 50-50 and that both the man and the woman must always invest equally in the union. Actually, there are several reasons why it's incorrect, but there is one in particular that you must be aware of. As a result, during the start of the dating phase, the guy is usually highly interested in talking to the woman, and she may be as well, but it is always up to the woman to decide when that happens. Every lady knows that the guy she's talking to is interested in doing it with her in mind. She is aware of it, and the intriguing thing is that the instant the woman permits it to happen, the dynamic of the relationship changes significantly from how it had been up until that point. The guy has practically been pursuing her in an effort to prove himself to her. She permits something to occur, and then it seems as though the opposite is about to take place. The reason the lady becomes a little bit more clingy, texts you more, and wants to hang out more after you two hook up is because women are hardwired to crave the safety and security of a male partner who is exclusively committed to them. On the other hand, while they secretly desire it, males frequently lose interest after a hookup and seek to separate themselves. Women highly value relationships and commitment, but men highly value sex. They are in charge and have the final say over what happens in the bedroom. The first kiss and the first caress are exhilarating times in a relationship, but as time goes on, certain behaviors become less appealing to women as cute and more grating. Both sides may grow weary of the same natural tension that is initially titillating. This is frequently a point of controversy since men and women interact and process information in different ways. This distinction may annoy women who have a great desire to converse and share feelings. Although there isn't a definitive list of everything girls dislike about guys, there are several universal pet peeves you should be aware of. Women need to converse. They do not just like it. Her needs are not being satisfied if you avoid talking to her out of rage or because you're ignoring her. Girls detest it when you ignore their calls, don't respond to their texts, or leave the room when you're arguing. Girls take it personally when a guy doesn't call when he says he will, especially if they have had intimate moments. No matter how informal the relationship, keep your word and call when you say you will or don't. Do not disregard your wife or girlfriend if buddies are over. This behavior is disrespectful and demonstrates your lack of concern. Your buddies will borrow your manners. Nobody wants to date a needy, insecure man. Girls detest it when men call all the time, are intrusive with their queries and issue threats. In addition, jealousy is a major turnoff. Women appreciate men who sound confident without appearing haughty. She's not interested in hearing a rundown of your qualifications. Many girls find salty words to be offensive. By employing polite words, you can show your girl that you respect her and care about her manners. Many ladies don't think swearing to be attractive and avoid being around impolite people. When spending time with your girl, avoid using foul language. It never works to cover up offensive body odor by dousing yourself with cologne. Guys who don't take care of themselves turn off girls. Wash your hair and take a regular shower. Brush your teeth frequently as well. Make an effort to look your best by donning fashionable attire and getting a beautiful haircut. She might feel awkward if the two of you run into one of her friends or family members. Being close to someone who smells is also never enjoyable. Women detest lying, and many consider lying to be a good cause to end a relationship. Lying about your whereabouts or the people you are with will never be profitable in the long run. Lying about your family, your job, or your past is also strongly discouraged. Most things that girls dislike about men can be changed. Being a good listener and acting like a gentleman will turn her head. That's all for today. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Also, express your valuable thoughts in the comment section below. Until then, bye! Also, spend some time watching other videos on the channel.